Gentleman yields back. I now recognize the gentleman from Tennessee, Mr. Van Epps, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for holding this critically important hearing and to our witnesses for joining us. We are nearly 40 days into this feckless shutdown. The cost of this Democrat political stunt is the invaluable human capital of the men and women that serve DHS. Under the Biden administration's open border policies, we had criminals coming into the country that are putting American lives at risk. Like in the case of 18-year-old Sheridan Gorman, just this week, murdered by an illegal alien who shouldn't have been here in the first place. Her sister is a student at Vanderbilt University in my district. This family is suffering unimaginable loss and pain, and I'm sick of it. And yet Democrats are still keeping DHS shut down, the very department in charge of protecting Americans at home. Because of Democrats' political games, TSA personnel have gone multiple pay periods without compensation. 95% of TSA's workforce is deemed essential, and we rely on them every day to keep us safe. These agents serve our country and keep us safe every day, and I'm thankful for President Trump and this administration for doing so. And yet Democrats are treating them like sacrificial lambs. This is absolutely no way to thank these brave men and women. Not only that, but Democrats are creating a compounding workforce shortage crisis for TSA. Already over 400 transportation security officers have separated from TSA, and because it takes 4 to 6 months to train a TSO, TSA hasn't finished fully training those hired to replace the officers that left during the last shutdown. So here we are in March, with the first World Cup events only a few months away, and even if we reopen today, we won't be able to fully replace the officers that have quit because of Democrats' unnecessary and destructive shutdown. Ahead of summer, America's busiest travel season, and major events like FIFA, the Olympics, and America 250, not to mention the increased terror threat due to the conflict with Iran, Democrats are foolishly crippling TSA and putting American lives at risk. This ridiculous shutdown has gone on long enough. It's time for my Democrat colleagues to come to their senses. Now, I want to thank our witnesses for joining us, as I know you all are operating with a diminished workforce. Ms. McNeil, TSA lost over 1,000 TSOs during the last shutdown, and we've already lost another 400 during this shutdown. The fact is we don't have 4 to 6 months to train and surge workforce needs ahead of the World Cup. Can you talk a little bit more, expound on how you're preparing to accelerate preparedness ahead of the anticipated high traffic?
Thank you, Congressman. We are obviously watching our attrition rates very closely, looking at our ready pool for recruitment to see what we can do there as well. We have a national deployment force, which is a national force where we can surge in different locations. We're looking to increase those numbers and the training for officers to join that force, and it'll allow us to surge to these different locations. But I will tell you that we are in a very dire situation when it comes to our ability to staff the multiple different locations for the FIFA World Cup, as well as the base camps where the teams are going to be. I mean, this is going to be a really complex operation. And what's more, what we are seeing in this shutdown is that more experienced officers are leaving, and that expertise you can only make up with time and experience.
Thank you. Admiral, I want to talk a couple of questions on Coast Guard impacts on readiness. Sir, how has the shutdown impacted Coast Guard's access to maintenance facilities?
Sir, the United States Defense Industrial Base is already suffering. There's not enough capacity within it. So we work very hard to get the capacity we need. Now that we have ships in those yards and when they're doing maintenance, we haven't been able to pay them for 40 days. So we are seeing stop work orders come in on several of our ships, and then several of our vendors are saying they are not going to continue to work with the Coast Guard because they can't be guaranteed pay.
So, Admiral, so those are the cutters, aircraft, small boats, critical systems that are under contract that must be paused during the shutdown?
Yes, sir. So the payment of those, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Do you know ballpark how many Coast Guard assets are going without maintenance due to funding gaps?
So, sir, right now we are allowed to contract for that maintenance. It's then just dealing with the vendors that are providing it, and we're watching that number grow every day on those that are deciding to cut off the free support to the Coast Guard.
Great, thank you. And I'm out of time. Thank you, witnesses. We appreciate you being here today. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. I now recognize